Good morning, my feathered friends. I hope you're doing well. Um, there might be a need to do some massaging to your body to let go of some stress or tension. It's also a great way just to push out fluids as well as clear your meridians, your energy centers. It's actually a really good practice if you can angle your wrists like this in the morning and hold it there from both sides for like a minute, and then you like raise your arms for like and keep it up there for a minute and then slowly work your way down. It actually opens up all of these like meridians and energy, um the meridians and the energy centers. So yeah, maybe that's something you're doing or something you want to try. It's free. It takes 1 minute. It also kind of helps with like qigong. I've learned that if you use your hands and your vortexes and set intentions and sweep your energy field, it's really really cool. It's really cool. In the mornings, if you can incorporate into your routine of just sweeping your hands like around your field, and for me it's um, I block out all negativity or anyone trying to come into my field to tamper with my energetic signature. Or some days it'll be bless everybody who comes in. It's whatever comes to mind, whatever you're feeling. Don't take my word for it. Don't follow exactly what I'm saying. It's more make it your own. Um, and again, if depending on what you're dealing with in your current life, maybe you're feeling very uplifted and you want to protect that energy for that day, or you want to create a barrier to not allow any negativity or lies. Oh, and here's my favorite one is creating a barrier so that anybody that approaches you, you see straight through any lies immediately. And it's not to like get defensive, it's more just to be discerning and aware, because then they might be like, oh well, we should go do this, or I made some food and blah blah blah. But you feel their energy and you don't want to eat food from certain energies. And I know that can seem a little cold and harsh, but this is the new way of being. This is the new understanding of how energy works and why things in the past weren't working for people. They were like, "Oh, let me be so nice and kind. Oh, yes, you want to give this to me." If it's not something that is actually going to benefit you and help you in your life, you don't want to take on energy that isn't beneficial for you. So instead of being nice and kind, if it's a gift that is not for you, you can respectively say no, thank you. And if that makes their feelings hurt, that's up to them to deal with. But you need to, we're at a spot where we are learning to protect our energy and not give away our power in ways that we didn't understand before. So welcome in. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. And the narcissists are running. They're running scared. Because they don't know how to handle this energy that's coming back to them. Inner universe. Inner exploration, vast potential, internal landscape, self-awareness, inner wisdom, unique consciousness. Within you orbits a universe of feeling, thought, and potential. Look inward. The cosmos awaits its own curious explorer. So you are this curious explorer. You know there's more, but you also know how to be grateful for what you have. And your consciousness is expanding. Your inner universe is expanding. If anybody is wanting to know, this is the Inner Worlds Oracle. Let's get another one here. Inner Horizon. Wow. Future potential, focused intention, hope, inner guidance, aspiration, vision, embodiment. Your inner light casts its beam upon the horizon of your becoming. Focus your energy. Your future potential awaits your gaze. So this is really about going within and creating the world and life that you want. 454. And this could be really difficult in a time. I don't want to say difficult because I feel like it's getting easier for you. I feel like you're catching on to how your inner landscape was laid out before. And since the tower that you experienced, because I know you wouldn't be here unless you experienced a tower, you've cultivated an inner focus with your consciousness and your guidance that you receive, poise, presence. Okay, so maybe being more silent, and it's almost like speaking to your inner world more than you're speaking externally or sharing. The quiet within. When I just said you were talking to yourself. Spirit's like, what? And then look, cheeky challenge at the bottom. Hold on, we'll get to that. Inner quiet, stillness, presence, finding center, calm, observation, self-connection, inner sanctuary, core being. The core, the word core is really significant here. By going inside with this inner universe, this inner horizon, the quiet within, by going within, realizing your landscape, how you used to maneuver and how you are maneuvering now and what you're actually capable of, because you've had confirmations. You've had things play out that have proven to you that what you're doing is working. And you know your inner dialogue. And you have to have the quiet within in order to hear that voice within. 646. Wow. Playful confidence, lighthearted defiance, owning presence, self-assurance, style and sass, challenging the norms, authenticity, meet the world with a wink and a dare. Your playful power is undeniable when wielded with authentic style. So you have cultivated so much within your inner world that you have created a quiet presence within yourself. And by doing so, your authenticity is screaming. And I only mean not screaming, but singing. You could be singing more, humming. I'm getting that lighthearted, like almost skipping energy. 747. Okay. So you went within. You've cultivated your inner landscape, your inner critic, your inner dialogue, whatever's going on within, and you've created a quiet sanctuary within yourself, which is allowing like challenges to arise, but the way you're handling these you're challenging the norms. You're making people think. You're bringing up things that you don't even think are that big of a deal, but they really are. Because they didn't see it from that perspective. And that's the whole point. That's the whole point, is to be authentic and challenge the norms and be like, well, what about this though? And then they're like, whoa, I didn't think about that. And that's just it. We're supposed to all do this for each other. Whoever you are that's listening, I bet if me and you had a conversation right now, you would teach me something. It never fails. Any person I ever conversate with, any person that I end up meeting and exchanging words with, I learned something. And on a deeper level, if we're going to get really into it, it's a resonance. You technically don't even have to say anything, but there are moments that call for it because we're so multidimensional. Like just being present and being around individuals, yes, we can resonate them like a tuning fork to our frequency. But when we speak, and when we speak authentically and from the honest truth without any, I was about to say intentions, but we always have intentions. And I feel like whoever I'm talking to, your intention is just to share who you are, help others without them taking it as you're trying to be better than them or be superior than them. It's that you have this lightheartedness and this love that most people haven't experienced, and you want to share it with them, right? But without those boundaries, without the right knowledge and experience, we can we can tend to put ourselves around the wrong types of people. And I'm not saying like, oh, like those people are sad and crying. Like, no, we can't ignore the shadow. We're literally here to help. Um, not I'm not talking about like savior complex, like, oh, we need to go help the world. Because when we heal ourselves, we're healing the world. Choose yourself. Always choose yourself. Um, yeah. It sounds weird saying choose yourself because then it sounds like you need to ignore everybody else, but that's not it. By choosing yourself and then you realize everybody is you, you're actually choosing yourself and everybody. So I'm gonna paradoxes right there. Um, and you might have had people like you would share your authenticity and they would shame or guilt you because they weren't in a mental mind frame to understand it. So it's going in and cultivating that inner quiet so that you know when it is actually time to share your authenticity. I looked up and it was 11:11. Beautiful. So let's get you a Celtic cross with this energy. I just wanted to get a nice little feel for this before I get back into this book, which is amazing. And I think anybody on a spiritual path or who has had a spiritual awakening should read this book. Definitely. Like I feel I've only started like a week ago and I had to take breaks because like I'm processing. It's called The Undefended Heart by Danielle Herring. And even the reviews, I've never seen a book have 5 out of 5 reviews. And just I think they really set an intention for this book to only go to those who are on this path and who are being called for the best and the highest good for these special assignments. So I would definitely check it out. It has really helped. It has helped in so many ways, and I don't want to give anything away, but if you feel called to, I would definitely check it out. Yeah, 12:21. Hey, Mom. It's like something's trying to come out, and then it didn't. Okay, what else we got? Challenge. Ooh. Interesting. Subconscious. Wow. Okay. Conscious. What are they leaving? Interesting. Wow, they're flying out. Okay, and for the outcome. That's interesting. That's very, 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 very interesting. I don't know. I think we will. Yeah, I think we will. Okay, so to whoever this is, you have a lot going on, even if you feel like you don't have a lot going on. Spirit's actually asking me to go ahead. Just 1 second. So, you actually have a lot of alignment going on with the 3 of Coins as a situation coming out as the first card. Mind, body, and soul, your third eye is wide open, okay? You actually also have some ancestors that are helping you and assisting you with whatever it is you're going through. Now, for the challenge, I feel like this is a person because it's a court card. This could be you. You could Hercules with the Knight of Wands, so like maybe passion or going after something. Like I'm getting almost like a need, like we fulfill our own needs, right? But sometimes our soul, sometimes our heart is craving something more that we have taken away. So, and I'm getting something sexual, to be honest. Excuse me, confirmation burp. And I don't burp. I don't really burp. So, But what's coming out with this is the Seven of Cups. I feel like you either have a lot of options for love, or there is an illusion that is keeping you from engaging in love. Maybe you've taken a vow of celibacy. Maybe there's information about that you should ask your guides about. Because sex isn't necessarily bad. It's we have to be aware of who we're getting involved with, okay? Knight of Swords or King of Swords, Knight of Swords. Wow, interesting. King of Swords, Uranus, is in your subconscious. Uranus is in, it just entered Gemini not too long ago. I think a little less than, I think it was 3 weeks ago. Within your subconscious, there's a revitalization, there's revelation with the Hierophant here. I feel like your subconscious is finally grasping of who you are. There was limiting beliefs that was keeping you from stepping into some kind of role. And now you're realizing that you are the Hierophant. Dionysus is very significant. Oh. So the Hierophant Dionysus is all about like pleasure and leisure and enjoying life. Wow. So you could actually feel like you want to take better care of yourself. You want to learn about like beauty regimens and so on. Consciously you're planting the seeds because we have the 7 of coins here. You're thinking of long term. And okay. So you're cultivating within yourself, within your inner world, creating this sanctuary so that you can plant the proper seeds because you have fertile ground here. In your subconscious, like your subconscious is ready. It looks like you've done a lot of work on your subconscious. Like limiting beliefs, doing reflexology, finding out like, oh, I love women. Can you keep them straight, flex them, and do they bend when you say that? If it bends, your subconscious does not believe. Your subconscious does not like women. So that I run into a lot of men that have unhealed mother wounds, and so it carries on to their relationships of what they experienced from their mother. So going on ChatGPT, customizing some questions. Say, ChatGPT, this is what I experienced with my mother. And can you, or give me 10 to 20 questions, whatever you're more comfortable with, to help address and heal this, and answer those questions and watch things change. Or maybe that's somebody in your life. Maybe that's something that you would like to share with them or create for them. But it is important to be asked. Invitations for individuals like ourselves are very necessary, because otherwise we can step into places that we really shouldn't. Like Yeshua, Jesus, he knew when not to mess with people's karma because that's their karma that they need to live out. You can't just jump in and take somebody's lesson for them, okay? This is really amazing, you guys. This is really amazing. And then promise, I was shuffling this because I want to add a card to each section just to dive a little deeper and get an extra layer. So Spirit might want you to compromise with some kind of promise. I feel like whoever I'm talking to, you gave up sex. Or you gave up partners and you devoted to yourself, which is beautiful. You should always choose yourself. But there's some kind of need that isn't being met. In the what you're walking away for, we have Hestia with the 4 of Wands. Hestia is like the hearth in the home. Is that right? Or is that Vesta? Am I thinking of Vesta? If one of you guys knows, let me know. Drop it in the comments. I would really appreciate it. If not, it's all good. But I'm pretty sure Hestia, or yeah, something about the home. Maybe you left home. You left something stable. I don't know. We're going to have to pull more on that. Your near future is the 10 of coins. It's the Ten of Pentacles is your near future. With Tai Chi? Tai Chi? What is that? Cornucopia. Your cornucopia. 2012. Confirmation with the train. Okay. So, for your advice, you have Hypnos. You have the Four of Swords, meditating and rest. That's what you need right now because you just went through something. And that, I think this rest and this relaxation and rejuvenation is part of the first cards that we pulled with the inner world and the inner horizon, the quiet within. I will show this to you. It says, thank you. You're welcome. You're very welcome. And thank you for being here. Thank you for clicking here on this video. So I'm also getting Sandman. Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Make her the cutest that I've ever seen. Give her two lips like roses and clover. And tell her that her lonesome nights are over. So, okay. Your lonesome nights are going to be over. Whether this is romantic or it's like friendships that end up developing into something deeper. I feel like you're like, maybe you're just wanting to be held, or maybe you just want to hang out and actually have people that don't give you that feeling, you know, of like, oh, you're too much. I don't like it when you're yourself. How dare you be authentic? I'm sorry, guys. Oh, okay. So your environment. This can go two ways. We have the Seven of Swords out here, but I'm getting that Spirit wants you to be quiet because with the quiet within, the Seven of Swords is like, it's very strategic. I know it's deception, it's trickery, and there could be. We will pull more on it, but I am really, 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 really getting is that Spirit wants you to move silently. Journal, write it down in a journal. Anything that you're feeling that you would normally want to go out and ask other people about. Now, sometimes it is necessary for us to share with other people because that vulnerability actually spreads the information to get where it needs to go to plant the seeds for Spirit to bring something around to you for it to connect. Okay, it's almost like going to the park and sharing something about yourself, and then that person's always at the park and knows everybody, and you didn't really know that, and then they end up sharing something with somebody else, and then that person was like, oh, I heard that you like to do blah 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 because so and so told me, and then that person actually has a business, or that person has, I don't know, an apartment, or they need help, you know, taking care of their farm, and they have housing for you, and you were worried about housing. I don't know. There's so many different circumstances to where Spirit can completely blow your mind just by you being authentically you and sharing when you feel guided to, not when you feel pressured to, if that makes sense. So with your warnings and affirmations, you have the Eight of Wands, and this is, for me, I don't get communication. I know people are like, oh, Eight of Wands, quick communication. Wands to me is action. Things are falling into place is what I get from the Eight of Wands. Like, look at her. She's ready. She's ready. It looks like she's about to book it. Like, Atlanta. Oh gosh. Atalanta. Man, I forgot her story. I think there's a fairy queen that's also named that. Anyway, moving on. Confirmation. For your outcome, we have the Wheel of Fortune with Demeter. So you went through a lot of loss. It was like half your life you went through loss, and the other half you're going to have everything that you want. Because Demeter, you know, roamed and everything was scarce. There was a bunch of natural disasters. There was no food, agriculture. Everything was drying up because they took her child. Well, Hades. I always like to say we don't know the whole story. So I don't like to place judgment on Hades or anybody else because I know there's always a light and a shadow attribute to everything. So with that said, and I know that I wouldn't want people to do it to me because that's what they did. They took what other people said as truth. So with the Two of Wands here with the Sepulus, there is healing. There is this planning of your victory. The outcome is just things are changing. The plans are changing for your victory, but victory is here because we have the Two of Wands and we have the Six of Wands. Lots of fire, lots of action. 2 and 6 makes 8, and the Eight of Wands is right there. Putting something into play, making a move so things will fall into place. You're being guided to do something. There is a plan for your victory. Do you see this? And her name's Nike. That's where they get that from. Yeah. If you notice all of these names to these companies and stuff, they have a much, much deeper meaning. Anything that pulls your attention, go look. Even the Vesica Pisces on MasterCard. Like, come on, guys. This is just all one being. And we're waking up to the subconscious that has been talking to us this entire time. Some people have been able to communicate with the subconscious and able to see through what's visible into the invisible. Okay. Getting a little... But if you're seeing this with the 10 of Pentacles in your near future, the Wheel of Fortune has changed, 6 of Wands. I feel like literally the only thing that's holding you back right now is allowing love in. Is knowing that it's not going to be like it was. Oh my God, Spirit, I love you, and I'm getting chills everywhere. Okay. Just take a look at this and what I was just saying. You have done major merit making. You have done so much healing, and this promise of eternal love with the divine, with partners, with friends, with communities is yours. It's yours. Create that inner space, that inner sanctuary, and start visualizing what it's like to be completely at ease. All of your needs always being met. Money always there when you need it. Traveling, everything is safe. Everything is always taken care of. You are totally guided and protected. That way that you feel so safe and secure, like the Maslow's hierarchy of needs. All of your needs are met so that you're at that top of the pyramid with the self-realization, and then you can go beyond that. You will go beyond. I just heard Yeshua. You will do things even greater than I. You will do things even. That's the whole reason he came here, to help keep up that faith and that belief alive as we swung through the bottom of the 26,000 year cycle, through the mud, the dark ages, and now we're coming back out. We're rising, coming back up into the golden age, and the golden age will not be here for a very, very long time. But the point is that we are ascending. We are no longer descending like the last 14,000 freaking years. Okay. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I love it. Oh my God. Thank you. I didn't think about that. Spirit just said mind, body, soul. This was the clarification for the very first card to come out. This is your alignment. This is your mind, body, soul. Do you see all these pairs? Do you see these pairs? It's doubling what you did for yourself. It's doubling. Oh my gosh. I seriously, I love it. I love getting goosebumps. I used to hate it. I seriously did. I used to take Percocets because I hated it so much. And I've forgiven myself. That was so long ago. But I literally used to get them so intensely. My hairs would grow. I'd have to shave like twice a day. It was insane. And now I'm so grateful for them. I'm like, bring it on. If I got hairy cactus legs, I don't care. I do not care. Oh, 2929. Illness. Ooh, disease, weakness, fragility. This is the challenge. Does somebody think they're going to become fragile or diseased if they become sexual? Again, who are you with? 35 could be really significant, and 30's on the timer. That's coming up in the challenge position with the Knight of Wands in the Seven of Cups. Like, is somebody having too much sex? I don't know. And catching diseases? It's not just a disease in a physical way, because when you get it in a spiritual way too. Like sexually transmitted demons. I can personally say that's why I haven't. But I had to overcome a huge lust demon, because the way I would look at people, and it was superficial. It was very superficial. And of course you need physical attraction to be attracted to somebody. But my mentality a long time, like years and years ago, was like, oh, I'd fuck him or I wouldn't. And it was very shallow. And I'll never forget this. I'll be really quick, but I had a friend when I went back to my hometown, and he was probably one of the ugliest people I've ever seen in my life. And I'm just being honest. I'm just, and they tried hooking me up with his friend. So we all were hanging out, and his friend was really attractive. But here's the thing, when his friend started opening his mouth and I started seeing his mannerisms, his attitude, he became very ugly to me. And my friend's boyfriend, they're now married. Congratulations to them. Who was, nope. It looked like somebody hit him upside the face with that shovel. I was more attracted to him because and not like I was gonna, like, again, I'm just being honest of what I felt and what I was picking up. I would never take my friend's man. But what I realized in that moment was that, it's about the mannerisms. It's about how somebody makes you feel. When he spoke, I wanted to listen, is my point. And he didn't speak as much as the other guy. So there's something here about silence and really understanding and picking up on other people's as well as yourselves, your authenticity. Are they driven by ego? Do they need to prove their worth? Are they trying to explain and show you, oh, well, I have this and I've done this, blah, blah, blah. That comes later. Anybody that starts talking about that too early, nope, not for you. Not for you. That's not what matters. Okay, let's get something here for the subconscious. Reservation. Worth, desire, extravagance. I want to scream for you right now. You healed your subconscious. Your subconscious believes that you are the King of Swords and the Hierophant, and that this is you. This is all you. Your worth, your desire, being extravagant. Okay. I'm gonna go. Something could have happened when you were 29. Oh, wow. Oh, thank you so much for clicking. Because if you wouldn't be here, if you wouldn't be co-creating this with me, I wouldn't be able to pull this energy. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Good news, encouragement, miracle, and surprise. Guys, I'm literally about to cry. The seeds that you planted, 3337. You've received, you consciously know that you're receiving. And I'm sorry, my eyes are probably going to get all puffy now. But I'm so happy for whoever you are that this is reaching you, because it is so overdue. Holy crap. Holy crap. Holy crap. Encouragement. Oh my gosh. You must have encouraged a lot of people on your path, because it's coming back to you. That's what this is. What you put out there is coming back to you. Somebody's name could be Calliope, or the story of Calliope could be really significant. You're consciously aware that miracles are happening for you. Encouragement. You're getting encouragement from your guides, from the universe. This is amazing, you guys. Pride, self-esteem, self-worth, ego, healthy pride. What are they walking away from? What are they walking away from? Fright. You guys, look at this. You conquered this. You conquered your fears. You conquered the false programming that they fed you. depression, phobia, paranoid. You fought oh my gosh. Okay, so you could have been really paranoid, not wanting to go out, not wanting, okay, again, with the love, being paranoid, should I or shouldn't I? Or maybe, again, maybe some people, it'll be the opposite. But I feel like you went through this paranoid state of like, who can I trust? Who is for me? Is this person for me? Um, and it could, like, you could have there, oh gosh, I feel like there was entities in past life energies that, okay, so you would end up being around individuals or whatever and start noticing a pattern, and you're like questioning yourself, and then all these thoughts of paranoia, and this person did this, and this person, maybe you had a dream. A lot of them are past life cycles that we're supposed to become aware of, like, wow, this seems really familiar, and making it known, not just brushing it off and sweeping it under the rug, asking those deep questions. And that's what you did. That's what you did. And I also am getting, for somebody, you had a lot of fright within your household. There wasn't, the stability was based on fear and fright, paranoia. Oh, I was so worried about you, like, oh gosh. And you deprogram this. You deprogram this. 10 of coins in the near future. This is absolutely incredible. Collective, I have healing with flow. You are healing with flow. You're in the flow. And I love her channel, by the way. You're very stubborn. No. Or this person is stubborn. So in the near future, with the 10 of coins, legacy, tangible here, 3D, like, you will never have to worry about anything else. You get to create and have fun and bring heaven to earth. There's some stubbornness here. We have sweetheart. Maybe this is with you and yourself, or watch out for arrogance. But I see a lot of pure, unconditional love, and that's beautiful, because with the earth element, that earth and water, the natural elements of here on the planet, on, if you think of fire and air, those come from the sun and the air. Those are like up. This is down. So maybe you haven't had a lot of ground stability. Wow. Somebody was plugging their ears. Maybe your kid, maybe you. You might, man, it's like somebody's having a little bit of trouble. Like, you are allowed to have a partner. You are allowed to have individuals in your life that love and support you. Okay. And there might be a little stubbornness in you. There might be. 4 of Swords for their advice. Donation, pray, religion, libation. I feel like this is really just talking about going in and cultivating your inner world. With libation, speaking to your guides, keep on communicating, rest, communicate with yourself, prayers, invocations. Speaking your needs. What in your life do you like? I'll give an example. Where we were moved to do some work, I think it's beautiful. It took me a while to be able to get out and enjoy it, rollerblade and get back to my old ways. Not old ways in that sense, but like into my childlike wonder and activities that I enjoyed as a child. Yeah, thank you. I love you too. I just see newness. I'm sorry, I did kind of. There might be some things that you should donate. If there's things that, one, you don't wear, and it's been years, if there's things cluttering up your closets, when you get rid of stuff, it sends a sign to the universe that you're willing to let go of things that aren't serving you to allow space for the new. Everything is a sign. Everything, your actions give signs and symbols to the universe. And it also, if people can say stuff all the time, you can say whatever you want, but do the actions match the words? If the actions match the words, then you're in alignment, mind, body, soul, spirit, because what you're talking about, what you believe in, and your beliefs are reflected in the actions that you do. Taking that action. with that Eight of Wands energy, things falling into place. 88 is really significant. Let's pull something here for the Seven of Swords. That's weird. I got a little like, I don't know. But I do want to know. I don't care. As long as it's the truth, Spirit. That's all I care about. Is just, I'll be able to deal with it and process it as long as it's the truth. I don't want to, we can't make the best decisions off of lies and falsities. All right, Spirit, now you're just being really funny. Now you're being really funny. Hold on, I need a second to understand this, but we have the Seven of Swords for your environment, and I was saying this could be deceit, deception, or just moving in silence. And this is kind of reconfirming that it's just moving in silence. Oh, okay. Okay, scratch that. One, do move in silence if you feel guided to. The other thing is you did some detective work on some kind of deceit, deception, false contracts, people of power. And this person could just stay at home and sell weed all freaking day. But they are creating contracts with people and tying them. They're binding them to them because of their energy. Like, and also like, oh, they owe me money, but they're holding it over people's heads. 4114, coincidence, fate, fortune telling. Yeah, you're getting evidence that there is no such thing as coincidences. That's why. That's why. Because you have this strong inner knowing. You are amazing. Seriously. For the cards to come out in this way. Yeah, there's definitely a lot here about daydreaming and figuring out what it is that you want to come into your from your next cycles. All right, Eight of Wands. We have like 3 cards falling out at a time. Yet again. What did I say? Three cards. 3 cards keep falling out. Natural disaster, savings, and bully. So things, this is in warnings and affirmation, so I guess I'm just going to take it. There could be things falling into place for a bully, people that you left in the past that created this fright and this lower vibrational energy. And they might be in, they're trying to save something. What are they trying to save? What are they trying to save? They could also experience a natural disaster. They're trying to save their love. They're trying to save... It's self-concern. They're trying to save themselves. That's what it says down here. Self-concern. Because we have savings here. So there's a bully from your past who is going to be experiencing some disasters. And it's not your job to go in and save them, okay? And I know that can be hard for recovering people pleasers, but I think this is just a side note that as you elevate and you go up, they will be descending. And it is not your job to fix them, even to help them. I feel like you've already done that. I feel like you've given enough of yourself to these individuals. And it's really time to focus on yourself, because as you elevate, you're literally elevating God, creation, the all, the one. And that's what we need more of right now. Real estate, wealth, investment, mega project. There is a huge mega project, you guys. With this outcome, with Demeter, would change the Wheel of Fortune, the Two of Wands, planning out. What do you want? You got the whole world in your hands now for success, for triumph. 4408, real estate, wealth. Anything that you are wanting to build is going to be yours. You have an idea to build community where people that are going through a hard time, they would have to go through some kind of vetting process where they meet you, and you have people on your team that are very discerning, and they can see and feel what's going on, to give people an opportunity to heal and not have so many burdens as they are trying to awaken to the truth, awaken to the new version of themselves. I know personally that when the day comes that I win the lottery, and I will be definitely looking into well, I'm already looking into it, but actually putting things into place to create a sanctuary for mothers and children with community to grow food, to play, to enjoy this beautiful life that we have, and realize that the Mother Earth does provide. It provides. It just does. Mother Earth, Father Sky, together, it's just unbeatable. Divine masculine, divine masculine, divine masculine, divine feminine. And just realizing that, there is this coexistence, and when we have it all balanced, we can really help each other. We can really create communities of upliftment and fulfillment. And when we do that, when we're able to help others on a very fundamental level like that in those times of need, they are able to go out and spread that beautiful energy out to others. I do see a little bit of introverted energy as the outcome. So as this change is happening, as you do go into success and triumph, there will be a little more introverted energy. That way you're able to keep that inner sanctuary, that inner world quiet, so you're able to hear. And it's also about, like I said, sweep the energy, ask it to, you have power, you have control. And so we can literally ask for these things to happen. Adventure and origins. Oh my God. Creativity, vitality, passion, explorer, and travel. This is your future. This is wealth. This is home. This is origins. This is adventure. This is going new places. This is finding out where you actually come from. The real origins, not just what we were taught. Okay? I do need to close this out, Spirit. I don't think we're going to do an oracle just because I don't really have it, but I will definitely... Sure, why not? The sacred symbols. Oh my God, yesterday, the card with this, and then the card with the Nazar, the evil eye, came out. And it was so funny because I was doing just a read for myself, and Spirit goes, people are jealous of your eye. They think your eye is better than their eye. It was so funny. I was entertaining the crap out of myself. It was awesome. Okay, Spirit, to close this out, what is going to help them? Pisca Pisces, what did I say with the Master card earlier? You're psychic. You're developing your psychic skills, which is just your supernatural. You know how they say, oh, it's supernatural. Break it down. Supernatural. Like all organic, all natural. Somebody that's never had like any kind of procedure to change themselves, or like you are just unbelievably natural. They would be super fake. You're supernatural. And if you do have anything done, that is not anybody, that's not a shot. That was just an example, because there was a lot of videos popping up of like people getting, and it looked like a duck face, and I just didn't, I just wanted those people to understand that they're loved. They don't have to keep changing and getting stuff done like that. But they can if they want. If that makes them happy, then I'm all for it. 48 could be really significant. We have spiritual cleansing. So I'm getting a lot of blues and purples. So third eye chakra and crown chakra. Getting some herbs, anything to like cleanse the crown area is really going to benefit somebody. 48. Wow. And we have 48. Two worlds colliding. Two things coming into one. I feel like this is the black and this is the white, and in the middle you got the gray, and that's you. Oh, that's all. They also use this for like the introvert and the extrovert, and then there's something in the middle, and I can't remember the name. Drop it in the comments if you know what I'm talking about. Okay, what's gonna go with this again, man? Psychic release, cleansing. All of these are purple and blue, even the one from before. So this is giving me even the healer needs healing. Yeah, there's a need that's not being met, and I feel like it's sexual. I'm going to straight up say it. I feel like it's sexual. I think there's illusions. There's also just a lot of options, and there might be illusions to do with a disease or an illness. Maybe you feel like if you become sexually active, like everything's going to be taken from you. I don't think that's true. Is it? Spirit, is it? Good fortune. It is not. It might actually give you good fortune. Oh my God. Okay. Oh wow, your subconscious might be a little horny. I have to close this out. I'm about to go laugh my butt off. Oh, oh man. There might have been with spirituality, there's a lot of falsities going around. Nothing is inherently bad, and you know, there might be an entity trying to convince you of something that isn't true. And I'm getting willpower from the good fortune and throat chakra with the new life, speaking your new life into existence, taking action on your good fortune. Veiled. Okay. Veiled and grounded. Stay grounded. Stay grounded and make the best decisions for yourself and nobody else. Okay. Other people aren't going to know what's going on in your life. They're not going to have the answer. That's why going within. How did we start this inner universe, inner horizon, the quiet within, cheeky challenge, being authentically you? Is that something that you miss and that you affluence? Whoever you are, there is nothing but abundance and good news coming in for you. Don't get too cocky. Remain humble in the sense that we don't have to brag and throw it in people's faces. Okay. Whoever I'm talking to, you don't do that anyway. Yeah. Focus. Focus. I love you. The universe loves you. Everything's working out for your best and your highest good. Until next time. Peace.